Some mornings stay with us not because of what happened, but because of a feeling, a quiet sense that life might be larger than the world we know. Kakenya Ntaiya grew up with that feeling. She was born in a Maasai village in Kenya, a place of wide savannas, red earth, and traditions passed from one generation to the next. The days moved to familiar rhythms, the sound of cattle bells, women singing at dawn, and children running barefoot through the dust. It was beautiful. It was home. But for girls, the path ahead was already written. Many were expected to leave school early. Their roles in the community were decided long before they understood what their own dreams could be. Most girls carried water, helped with daily work, and prepared for a future that rarely included education. But even as a child, Kakenya felt something different growing quietly inside her. She loved school. She loved learning. It wasn't rebellion. It wasn't defiance. It was a gentle but steady belief that knowledge could open doors she had never seen before. Every morning she woke before the sun, wrapped herself in her red shuka, and walked 12 kilometers to school. The path was long. Dust rose with every step. The heat pressed against her skin. But she kept going because the classroom was where she felt alive. She sat on a wooden bench worn smooth by years of use. Her notebook was precious. She saved every page. Every sentence she wrote felt like a small piece of the world opening just a little more. But when she turned 13, everything changed. Her father told her it was time to leave school and follow the path that generations of girls had followed. A path defined by custom, expectation, and tradition. For most girls, this moment was unquestioned. But for Kakenya, it felt like a door closing before she could step through it. And so, she did something extraordinary. One evening, with her heart pounding and her hands shaking, she approached the village elders, men whose decisions shaped the community. A girl speaking to them was almost unheard of. But her voice, when she finally spoke, was steady. "I want to finish school," she said. The elders looked at her, surprised, curious, and unsure of what to make of this young girl who dared to ask for something different. "Why?" one of them asked. She answered quietly but with determination. "Because if I learn more, I can return and help our community. Not just myself, all of us." The silence that followed felt heavy. But then, against expectation, they agreed. She could continue her education, but only if she took part in the traditional rite of passage expected of girls in her community. It was a requirement that came with pain, with fear, and with consequences no child should ever face. But Kakenya, at 13, chose to endure it because it was the only way to keep the door to education open. As she healed both body and heart, she made herself a promise. "One day, I will make sure no girl has to give up part of herself just to stay in school." From that moment, her determination became unshakable. She walked the 12 kilometers every day. She studied late into the night by the dim light of a kerosene lamp. Her feet hurt. Her eyes burned. But she kept going. And it paid off. When she finished high school, something very few girls in her village had done, she applied to a university. She didn't expect much. But then a letter arrived. A scholarship. To study in the United States. At a college in Virginia. The news spread through the village. Some people were proud. Some were uncertain. Many wondered if she would ever come back. But before she left, she made a promise. "I will return. And when I do, I will build a school where girls can learn safely without paying the price I paid." America was overwhelming: tall buildings, heated classrooms, endless books. So many books that she felt as if she had stepped into a world made of possibility. But what struck her most was this: girls chose their own futures. They decided what to study. They decided when to marry. They decided who they wanted to become. And she thought, this should not be rare. This should be every girl's right. She earned her degree, then another, then a doctorate. Dr. Kakenya Ntaiya, the first girl from her village to go to university, now standing with a cap and gown that symbolized years of struggle, miles of walking, and a promise she had never forgotten. She went back home. And in 2009, in the same community where she once walked 12 kilometers just to sit in a classroom, she opened the Kakenya Center for Excellence, a boarding school for girls. Not just any school. A place where girls could live safely, study freely, and grow without fear. A place where education was no longer a privilege traded for pain, but a right offered with dignity. 30 girls enrolled in the first year. They arrived with worn shoes, nervous smiles, and dreams they had never dared to speak aloud. As Kakenya walked through the classrooms, she saw her younger self in every face: curiosity, hope, and the quiet belief that life could be different. Today, hundreds of girls have graduated from her school. They have become teachers, nurses, engineers, and leaders in their communities. And across Kenya, something even more powerful has begun to happen. Communities that once held tightly to harmful practices have started to let them go, not because outsiders demanded it, but because educated girls returned home and spoke with courage. They said, "We deserve safety. We deserve education. We deserve a future." And for the first time, many people listened. Kakenya's story is not only about one girl who broke tradition. It is about what becomes possible when a single voice opens a door wide enough for thousands to walk through. Sometimes, the most powerful act is believing that the life you were told to accept is not the only life possible. And then, step by step, choosing a new one, not just for yourself but for those who will follow. Because of Kakenya Ntaiya, hundreds of girls wake each morning in a school that carries her name, holding books, dreaming freely, and knowing, perhaps for the first time, that their lives belong to them.